Everyone remembers where they were when 9/11 happened because it was one of the most horrendous and outright terrifying events in our history. This horrific attack was carried out by Osama bin Laden, an infamous terrorist who was later killed by the US Army. Or at least, that's what the government wants us to believe. Even as the smoke was still rising from the ruins of the World Trade Center and the Pentagon in September 2001, conspiracy theories sprang up blaming the attacks on anyone but al-Qaeda. The specific claims varied, but all had one basic underlying idea. The 9/11 attacks were an inside job, and these accusations weren't baseless. According to some, government leaders staged the events of September 11th in order to use them as justification for attacking Afghanistan and Iraq. Although there are various motives that many supporters of the 9/11 conspiracy theory believe in, the idea primarily consists of two beliefs. First, the buildings collapsed as a consequence of planned demolition to mimic violent jet crashes, and the government officials knew about the attacks in advance but did nothing. A second theory is that a missile struck the Pentagon. It was believed that there was an explosion in the footage of the incident before the aircraft strike, and that lobbies were clearly damaged. Another theory that emerged from this one contends that the structure could not have failed and collapsed because jet fuel flames could never reach temperatures high enough to melt the steel supports. Many believe that there must have been bombs inside the buildings due to the manner the dust clouds form and how they move sequentially. This is debunked with the engineering term of pancaking. The power of the collapse would be transmitted to a level lower as each floor gave away above it, because the floor down would be unable to absorb the impact. Pancaking doesn't require an explosion to start. The World Trade Center is said to have been destroyed in a planned explosion after Larry Silverstein, the man who rebuilt the World Trade Center, determined it would be best to detonate 7 hours after the towers were hit. The major reasons why theorists don't think a jet ever hit are because no wreckage has ever been found, and the area where the plane would have hit is too tiny to accommodate a Boeing 757. Contrary to this assertion, NIST investigators discovered damage to the structure and think that the combination of a strong fire and this damage led to its final collapse. 9/11 as an inside job is a theory that takes on many beliefs and personifies and justifies them using the footage and accounts available. They seem credible, and many believers exhibit a bias toward their views by only accepting information that supports their own ideas about what actually transpired. One could never really convince a 9/11 theorist that their theories are incorrect, because when new information emerges that contradicts their theories, the theories tend to change in the other direction, disproving the new information and strengthening the case for a complex government cover-up.